Hi, I'm Bob Schmidt with Home Remodel Workshop. Now, whether you're using a little small portable table saw like this one here, or a miter box, or a power saw, there's different ways you need to approach each of these with your material to get the best cut possible. I'll show you some of the ABCs of it. Let's get to work. When using a table saw, like with this piece of pre-finished flooring here, you have a nice finished side on this side and of course the unfinished side on this side. Whenever you're running this through your table saw, you always make sure your finished side is up. Why is that? The rotation of the blade is what dictates where your finish is. Here's your nice finish, and down here is not. Now you can see as this saw comes into the cutting motion, as it touches your material, the saw is pulling the grain of the wood and the cut down in from the finish in toward the bottom. Now of course down here at the bottom, it could fray it out a little bit and fuzz it up, leaving not as clean a cut as the top. Exactly the opposite holds true when you're using your power saw. This is the good side of a piece of wood. It's down here on the bottom. And why do we put it down there when we're using a power saw? Because when the power saw rotates, it draws the blade from your good finish side up to where it'll give you a little bit more of a fuzzy cut as it exits the material. When using a miter saw on material, you want the face of the material, the good part, the show part of the material, to be forward, because it's similar to the other two. As the saw blade pulls into the material, it's pulling the grain back from the finished side. With cutting the finished side forward, you get a nice sharp clean edge of the cut here. But if you flip it over, you can see where that saw comes out of the back side of the wood, it leaves these little fuzzy granulars. That isn't what you want to have to deal with on the finished side of your project. So there you go. Half the battle is having the right tools for the job. The other half of the battle is understanding how they work and how they're going to affect the material that you're cutting. I'm Bob Schmidt with Home Remodel Workshop. Hope these tips worked out. And if this wasn't interesting to you, please check out our home channel. We have many other videos there. Thanks.